Okay, we are back here with Game 2 of this Gold Division Losers Bracket Round 3 match between Adrians' Familj and Instant Reflex. Adrians' Familj taking the Game 1 victory there with really, I think, an outplay more than anything else, as they managed to do a little bit more with their lineup than the Legion side in that game did. And man, they're just flying through this thing, so okay. Alright, that's happening very, very fast. Was this remade or something,
Oh,
maybe?
yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. Scout was a ban, that's probably not a real ban. Okay, so I think we can safely ignore the bans here and just focus on the picks. Silhouette, Torturer, and Rally, the first three picks from the Legion side, followed by Glacius and Pebbles. Alright. Not a bad lineup. I hate Rally, so I'm already against that, and I like Valkyrie. So,
I hate both of them.
Yeah, both are terrible heroes, in my opinion.
I like Valkyrie. I don't know about you. Come on. Gotta like Valkyrie.
Can't do anything, you know. I don't know.
I'm with you a little bit. Valkyrie has some issues there. I love her versatility. I feel like she can play a whole bunch of different roles and do a whole bunch of different things. She's got an escape. She's got a team fight ability. She has a stun. She's got a nuke. All fun. Maybe a little too varied.
Smoke gank. It's always nice.
Yeah. So maybe Valk a little bit too varied in that sense that she doesn't do anything particularly well and therefore doesn't have too much of a place in lineups. But Rally is a hero we used to see picked up a lot. And not so much anymore, which I think is great because his win rates have been ludicrously low for a very, very long period of time. Thoughts on that? You know, why did people keep picking up when it seemed like he didn't win?
I mean, he was nerfed a bit as well, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, like months and months ago, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
I think it was a bit overrated, even after the nerfs for a while. I mean, still think he has his place. Like, Compel is an absolutely amazing spell.
Yeah.
It's probably the best one in the game, or close to, compared maybe after Magnus. But apart from that, he doesn't offer that much. He needs like his team to give all those other things that you need, and usually they end up lacking in some regard.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you look at something like Battle Experience, and it's basically Gemini's spell, but without the additional move speed increase and stuff that he gets from an Adde. Actually, bottom lane here, they might catch Silhouette here. No, Arrow's not going to connect. And now there's the turn onto Valkyrie. We got her Arrow first, and that's the problem. So no leap available, and Nymphora is also going to be in some trouble here. Has the Zeal stun. Very well done, yep. I still think she's screwed, but...
No. Or if they compel her.
Compel is also not gonna miss. Instant Reflex or Adrians' Familj, another good stun. If she gets out of this.
Oh my god.
Alright, Penny.
I think she's getting away.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Wrong path, wrong path.
No. No noof.
Nope. Oh, no compel. There's no compel. Rally doesn't have any mana. Tree Grapple is available for Silhouette. There it is.
I mean, they wasted so much time now.
I know.
They have no Lord top lane. I mean, even if she dies now, it's not even a big deal anymore.
So, ALG gonna pick up the kill, and that's nice for him, but yeah, that took way, way too long, and how close she was to living was kind of ludicrous there. But let's look at the lanes here. Bottom lane actually have a tri-lane against a dual lane, Glacius, Torturer, and Pebbles up against Valkyrie and Magnus. So, this is a support Valkyrie? No.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Huh?
Or,
she's got lots of stats.
Magnus?
Yeah, but
yeah,
Magnus has minor totems too, so I assume it's a support Magnus.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that, but we'll see.
Me neither. I don't like it. Anyway, Tri-Lane is actually going to be formed here, and Nymphora is going to be part of this. Their Torture is going to get locked down. That will be the last hit going to Kindman on that Magnus. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that name, because I always do.
I think Legion's Tri-Lane is stronger, so I'm not sure why Hellborn are manning up, but we'll see. They just got a kill.
I'm really hoping that we're going to see the Ice Imprisonment on an ally who gets stunned to stop a bunch of damage from the arrow. Always cool to see that spell used defensively. Something that a lot of people don't do very well, and it's very situational, of course, but...
Yeah, but it's, I don't know, level 1 is only 20% reduction.
Yeah.
It's really low.
I saw it once, I think, Glacius froze somebody inside of a chrono field, and entirely saved their life because they came out of it with like 100 health or something, and if it wasn't for that, would have died. Very cool, but...
yeah, if it was 50% at level 1, I think we'd see it a lot more.
Yeah.
Right now it's it's like almost useless until you maxed it out. And at that stage, like, it's still a fairly situational spell.
So looks like Glacius gonna work his way around the back, and the stun in from Magnus will stop Pebbles from getting stalagmites off, but now he might be in trouble. Has Steam Bath available, and Arrow gonna hit a creep. That was a pretty terrible stun, but a dual Zeal, and looks like Magnus is gonna be okay. So good initiation there from the Legion side, but it's saved by the Magnus stun from Panny, who's playing pretty damn well so far.
Yeah, he's been doing work. I think this lane setup favors Legion heavily though. I think they have the advantage in almost every lane. I guess, I'm not sure who wins, Bubbles or Rally, in all honesty. What do you think, Luke?
I'm not sure either.
I haven't seen this matchup in such a long time, but I think Legion has a clear advantage, both mid and bot lane.
I think it's pretty even, I guess. I don't know, or maybe Bubbles.
Yeah, slight advantage Bubbles.
I'm feeling Bubbles too. I think take cover is going to be great against Compel. Meanwhile, bottom lane next to Penny will fall here, but he's gonna trade it for Pebbles, it looks like, so that's a good 1-for-1. And I don't know what Magnus is doing hanging around here. He doesn't have enough mana for a stun, so just taking a bunch of impalement damage. That's
Halberd are doing way better in this tri lane than I think they should. Like Magnus as a support is pretty like weak in the early levels before it gets the range lane stun. And Valkyrie as well, and Nymph too. I mean, they have 3 fairly weak heroes in this tri lane really, at level 1 and 2. As they gain a few more levels, I think this lane becomes a lot more even, so...
Yeah, I agree with you there.
So it might work out for Hellborn.
Especially because with both Nymph and Valkyrie, you've got skill shot stuns. There's no guarantee there. It's relatively difficult to hit once people start getting boots, especially.
Yeah, Magnus being level 3 now will be great.
Will be helpful, but having that short range Magnus without the easy ability to set it up obviously really hurts you. But as he does hit level 3 here, things will get a little bit easier. Pebbles is pushed kind of far up. And Zeal won't connect. Yeah, they're going to go for it. And that's going to be a kill on Pebbles, I would hope. Chuck away, and stalagmites. He's going to try to turn this around. Oh my god. Okay, they do kill Pebbles, but they're going to turn on to Panny right there, and it looks like Magnus is going to survive. He's got one more auto attack. Glacius, 290 movement speed though, way too slow. Torture with the health pot tick, that's one. He's still going to fall, and Glacius is here looking for something. Arrow's not going to get hit there, but it looks like Glacius will still be able to get away because of the odd path in there from Valkyrie, it felt like. Maybe not. Valk's got boots, Glacius doesn't. Zeal stun there, hit nothing. Ice imprisonment, Call of Valkyrie does not do enough damage. Oof.
Yeah, Hellborn are proving me wrong, I guess. They're doing incredibly well in this tri lane. Well, I mean, Valkyrie has absolutely no creep kills, but they are winning right now.
Yeah. 3-1 and 1, 300 gold per minute. Doesn't matter, you get creep kills. Top lane, meanwhile, side cash actually dies. As Bubbles uses the kelp field and shell surf to finish that rally off. And especially, I think, at this level, it's going to be really hard for Rally to do anything against Bubbles, just because Bubbles has got so much burst damage in Rally. I mean, if he take covers the stun.
Though, but yeah, I think Bubbles has the advantage at this stage. And after this kill, it's going to be really rough for Rally to do anything. I mean, Bubbles, if he like fell behind in lane, could just go gank once he got level 6. Rally's a bit worse in that regard.
Yeah. I think Bubbles can do huge work now in the mid game, because he has so much more farm than Rally. I think it can be a real game changer.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the issue with Rally. He doesn't do as much as Bubbles here.
And to be fair, I think Bubbles at 330 gold per minute after the kill, Rally at 200 after the kill. Not that bad, but definitely losing this lane, and probably won't be recovering too well after that death. Kraken gonna rotate here bottom, and the Ward of Sight will spot out Pebbles. There goes the Lava Surge. Arrow does not connect onto anything. Chain reactions and the Stalagmite stun toss there onto Kraken. Should get the last hit. Kraken ultimate hits nothing. Magnus looking for the last Lava Surge, but Pebbles a lot of health actually. Solo coming here as well. That's gonna be a kill on Magnus, then Panny.
Oh, huge.
Big plays. So Legion side's gonna turn that around, and now all of a sudden they're in a pretty substantial lead in this tri lane, I think. As they've got some levels, and most importantly, Magnus level 3.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, great port by Silhouette, really, to get them back into it.
It's
That's exactly what we needed, like the Legion side.
It's just going to be that much harder for them to set stuff up before Magnus hits level 5 and 6. And
I think she was losing mid against Kraken as well, actually, which I'm a bit surprised by. So it was great. Decision to support bottom. Now she has an advantage here as well, I feel.
And the lane we haven't talked too much about, Silhouette versus Kraken. 330 gold per minute for Sil versus 233 for Kraken, although the kill score for Silhouette 2-0-1 helping out a lot with that, as they're just about even in CS. And yeah, I would imagine at this point Silhouette can basically do whatever she wants against this Kraken. I don't think Kraken can kill her anymore, especially without an ultimate. And even with an ultimate, would be pretty difficult unless he lined up his spells just about perfectly.
Yeah, I think Steamboat was a good choice by Silhouette here. I'm gonna go smart against Kraken in lane, and it allows you to dominate him a lot, but it also leaves you vulnerable to the combination.
Drop an ult, charge, torrent, and then all of a sudden you don't have any health anymore. And one thing, you know, this tri-lane Pebbles, obviously they're focusing farm on him, but only 230 gold per minute, and this is not going to be a fast portal key for him. So it's kind of going to be a bit of an issue, especially because, you know, he isn't really a carry hero. Does scale fairly well, but it's not really what you're looking for when you go for Pebbles. Like, if you pick up Pebbles, you're not like thinking, oh, let's play for half an hour and then 40 or 45 minutes or something like that, and then get a bunch of items on him. No, you want that fast portal key, and then you want to start picking opposing heroes off. But
yeah, I think they've suffered some.
He's going to go the Steam Boots, and you guys expecting power supply here, or just straight in a portal key after that?
I would go. No. He already has power supply.
Yeah.
Oh, he does. Did I just completely miss that, or did you just buy it? No,
Oh,
I just completely missed it. That's probably what happened.
I think he's skilling wrong as well. I don't know. I think he should have enlarged by now.
Ulti would have been better. I think he should get the Blood Chalice before
There's a
PC.
stun, the counter stun, and arrow from Valkyrie also
what the
went
stun?
in.
Huge. And he's doing so much work.
This nymph is doing so much work.
Yeah.
It's insane.
What the layer.
Here comes Bubbles
Still
though, and getting filled onto 2. Torture and Pebbles both getting caught. Arrow actually into Pebbles in the background. That's going to help kill him off the mid for a Zeal stun. At least the Kraken does nothing once again. Marcus Moy going to die there to the ultimate from Rally. And they're going to chase this now as Rally's trying to get back under the tower. Ice Imprisonment onto Magma is going to help out a lot, but Rally's still going to die here. It's one more auto will finish him off. Glacius getting chased under the tower, and Tower's refocusing targets, which is helping actually. Magma's barely going to screw out of there with his life, and it looks like Glacius will also die here. So Masera getting a hat trick there. 340 gold per minute. Silhouette coming in here trying to clean up onto Nymphora. Arrow will just miss, but the Relentless Salvo going to help kill Panny as those charges stack up and get the kill. I think I might be ahead of you guys a little bit. I just passed 10 minutes, or I'm about 10 right now.
Yeah, I fast forwarded though.
Yeah, that's a bit.
Anyway, Kraken here. Gonna get caught. Actually will die too, and Valkyrie, no. Power supply there helps her live. Shell Surf goes through. Trying to catch the Silhouette is pretty low, but might be able to do so. So, actually LG there, with the cleanup crew at the end, saving that engagement, because that went really badly for the Hellborn, for the Legion side, excuse me. At the start, but then of course LG coming in and getting a kill onto Panny, as well as who was that? Kraken. Yeah.
Kraken, yeah. Yeah, he's making sure to win the fights. Without her, they would be so behind right now.
And yeah, and you look at the GPM charts, and that illustrates the point right there. 220 gold per minute on Pebbles, second highest farm on the team, and everybody else is sub 200 GPM. So. It's gonna pretty much all rest on LG's shoulders, it feels like here.
Yeah, I think that's a big issue, because I mean Silhouette isn't going to do much for quite some time still. I mean, a quick no-stone or whatever is nice, but that's not going to help the other lanes, so to speak.
I mean, how much is a no-stone even going to help her on this against this team?
Not much.
No.
The only thing you got to stop is
no, would she even go no-stone here?
I don't think so.
She has a life tube, so I think she is. I don't think she should, but I think she is.
I mean, it's Torrent.
Yeah, that's it. It's Torrent. That's the only.
I mean, it's still like a late game pickup for sheets and stuff, but I think she needs something more impactful here.
Yeah, I don't think you can pick up a no-stone as your first item and think, oh, it's going to stop a sheep stick 40 minutes from now or something. Probably need something a little more valuable in the short term.
Unfortunately, it seems that way right now.
Do you think she should go?
I think she should get an Energizer.
Onto Magnus, and stun gonna miss there. Is he gonna live? Yep. Shellsword comes through after the Kelp Field, and it looks like Pebbles can take one more death here. They do kill Penny in the background as Torturer picks up that. Ends up being a 1-for-1. Not the worst trade in the world here for the Legion side. They were down a little bit in trading supports, probably. Or no, sorry, it is the back. Never mind, it's not a support. It's Pebbles dying. And it looks like Glacius also going to fall here, so... see if they can turn this onto Bubbles. Doesn't look like it. There goes the arrow in the face of Torturer. Last auto attack will help clean him up, too. Oh, Death Load is just missing. Doesn't matter, the creeps will get the kill onto Marcus Moy. And Tree Grapple's there. Looks like Valkyrie Velo poured out and didn't get stunned. Well done with the leap. Top lane, meanwhile, Kraken be taking the Compel and the Demoralizing Roar, but that will be it. Rally not wanting to go for the Seismic Slam, and you can certainly understand why. Kraken's kind of tanky.
It's not all bad for Legion though. Like I think Helmer is suffering a lot from like Nymph and Magmus lacking in levels right now. I mean, they really need to have like level 7 on Magmus and level 6 on Nymph before they become impactful. So that still gives like a small window for Legion to do stuff, but yeah, it's going to be hard soon.
And the Nymph port can be helpful in seeing. Meanwhile, up top, Magmus getting caught will take the Seismic Slam in the face after the Iceman Imprisonment, but the arrow gonna connect onto Rally. Didn't seem like he knew which way he wanted to go. He's gonna die as a result. Looks like off to the side, Bubbles will catch Glacius, and for Zealstun, not quite connecting. Power supply goes off there, but it's not gonna be enough to allow Glacius to get out of here. Has boots, but obviously still naturally a very slow hero, and Mega Beaver does eventually take the death. So they try to get the catch on a Magmus there, and they do, but it ends up being turned around with both Rally and Glacius dying. Definitely a bad trade. But I think, you were saying before with the levels, very important, I think, especially because Nymphora, with this team, Kraken, Bubbles, Magmus, even Valkyrie, great gank heroes, and once she has that ultimate up, things are going to get a lot scarier for the Legion side. Sorry, bottom lane, yep, so it will get caught there. Nice arrow from Valkyrie. Anyway.
I mean, this is the issue. They can't really do anything on Legion right now, because Silhouette can't do anything, because she's going for an Old Stone. And she's not going to have that, and Pebbles is so far away from his party key still. It's really hard for them to like, make anything happen to come back into the game.
Yeah. Still 240 GPM for Pebbles. And I'm so against this Nullstone. I want to know what he's thinking. Like, what possible justification?
It's still decent stats in Regen, and as stated, it allows her to scale well into the later stages. So I mean, there are people who advocate going Nullstone, even if you have no single target spells, just because it's decent stats and it's a really good farming item once people get sheeps and stuff. But yeah, I disagree with it entirely here.
Right. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Sustainer too. I love having that extra little life regen and mana regen. It makes me feel like you can tank more, you can spam your spells a little bit more, and Silhouette obviously loves that, being a relatively squishy hero that likes to pop the Death Lotus whenever she can. But it's not enough. Release the Kraken once again, get a completely whiff.
I mean, it's bad for two reasons, both because it's like no single target spells in Hellborn, and because she's the only one with farm on their team. So she's the only one who can like do things right now and make space for Pebbles to get a PK and stuff like that. But right now, no one on Legion can actually accomplish anything. They just have to sit back and try to somehow get a PK on Pebbles and then hope to start setting things up.
So what would you like to see on Silhouette then? Portal Key, first item, something like that?
Energizer maybe? Into Portal Key possibly, yeah. I think it's a bit iffy, but it's hard to build her if you like step away from that farming item. She could go in a Dawnbringer, but that's pretty much the same thing as well. She has a bit more impact, but not really enough.
Don't you think like Energizer into like Frostburn would do well? Like
I think that's a valid option, yeah. I think Energizer into Frostburn is a valid option. I think Energizer into Portkey as well, or even an early Shrunken Head could work here.
Shrunken no doubt will be powerful against the very magic heavy team on the Hellborn side. I mean, lots of stuns as well.
Yeah, you really like want a Regen item on Silhouette to allow her to flash farm, but I'm not sure if you can afford to get one here. And she already has a bottle, so it's going to help her out somewhat with the ultimate illusion.
Yeah. They don't really have map control enough for her to flash farm anyway. Or do you think so, CC?
I think they have decent map control actually. If they just get the ward up in like the bottom lane.
I mean, she's only 370 GPM with Sustainer.
Yeah.
That's not that good.
I mean, she kinda has to give space to Pebbles. That's the problem right now. Pebbles has to take the safe farm.
Pebbles also has Portal Key now, so 17
I don't
minutes
agree.
in.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the start recovery for Legion, definitely.
He's up to 275 gold per minute now, so has recovered a fair bit. Taking that anyway, middle lane, ALG gonna fall to the kelp field. Missed all of that because just looking at pebbles, but oh well. Anyway,
They finished Thunderclaw on Valkyrie now. That's really huge.
An item we almost never see, and I love it. I love Thunderclaw so much.
Yeah, I think it's really
good there.
Like, they're never gonna get Chunkin for a long time.
See that Pebbles ultimate combo coming in. Actually does get hit by the arrow somehow. And power supply there. Oh, just gonna live. Okami does die on that Kraken after the bubble, so 2 down in favor of the Legion side, and comeback city. That's exactly what they need to do.
As well. So that's also a huge XP swing.
Yeah. And Marcus Moya 280 gold per minute, not doing all that well, and Kraken at 280 as well. So those are 2 heroes that are doing fine, I think, at this point, but not super dangerous. Valkyrie up to 400 plus gold per minute. Has the Thunderclaw, so she'll be probably farming a little bit faster than she would otherwise. Now, I would say Nullstone on Valkyrie would make a ton of sense here. Stopping maybe Pebbles and Glacius, but more importantly, another hero that likes to spam spells, likes the extra regen, similar to Silhouette in that way, in my opinion.
I agree with you. I would like Chunkin a lot more. I mean, it's only freeze, and Pebbles can still combo you even if you have no.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he was
pretty much be one spell as well. I feel.
Pebbles
I prefer this.
He can still combo you, but
farming item.
if he messes up, it might help. Anyway.
Yes.
But
I don't know about doing items because mess up.
I think to be fair though, the other thing it would help her out with a lot is just pure health, because you look at the burst damage from the Legion side, both Rally and Pebbles, having an ultimate orb get you a few hundred extra hit points. True. And you survive the burst, get the leap off. Might be the difference between living and dying.
I think it would have been better than it was on Silhouette, but I still think this is a better item route to go.
Yeah, did you see that free wave? It just melted. No problem.
I mean, I love Thunderclaw. Such a good item.
Yeah.
And we never, ever see it.
I mean, especially versus the supports. I mean, Glacius, like, one auto hit with lightning, that's like half his HP almost.
Yeah. Jump there from Kraken, trying to get the kill on the Glacius. Release Kraken will catch him, but now he's going to get tossed onto his buddy, but then the Stalagmites, so Pebble's going for the greedy play there, and does not work. I think he probably just saved Kraken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they have any revelation though? I think they were fine anyways. They have no revelation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that was a bit risky from Hellborn. They were down 3 in the enemy woods against 4 or 5 heroes.
There onto Glacius, and the Splash Shadow just crushes Glacius. Poor guy. 700 health here, and that's not going to last very long against Hellborn side's gang potential. Meanwhile, Nymphora Port going to come here on and behind the tier 1 tower. Kelfield onto 2. So what's Illusion takes the stun, but the real one is still there. And Bevel's going to portal key or Shellstrife on out of there. So the response from the Legion side is substantial, and ALG will be just fine. But 321 gold per minute on Silhouette. Meanwhile, jump here onto Torture. Lava Surge follows up the Zeal stun. Arrow not going to connect. Chain Reaction sit onto just 1, and now all of a sudden Nymphora is going to die. So that ended up going very poorly. Hyman Ultimate is also going to fall. So they had a 2v1 gank set up there, and Leaf 6 turns it around. But like I was saying before, and you know, no flash, or you guys were saying really, no flash farm potential on the Silhouette, and she's now down to 340 gold per minute.
Yeah.
I mean, she should be way higher, but she just keeps getting caught out.
Just it seems like if you're gonna go the Nullstone because you want the farm, then maybe you should farm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not working out. I mean, it's part because like Hellborn they have 3 PKs, so it's kind of hard for her to get space as well. And she's the only like person they actually need to care about much. She's the only one that presents a significant threat, at least before Pebbles got his PK. So it's a bit rough for her, but I think it was the wrong choice.
And you see the Hellborn vision as well. Panny with a Word of Sight going to get countered right now by Glacius, as well as a Word of Sight beyond the tier 1 tower in the middle lane. So aggressive vision, no doubt, from the Hellborn side, and I think that once again goes back to Nymphora and all the gank potential that is available in the Hellborn team. They're looking for pickoffs anywhere they can find them. They want to shut down the Silhouette's farm. because they know how powerful she can get, and obviously they feel like Valkyrie, with a little bit of assistance, can perhaps out-carry her. And so far, it's working out.
Yeah, I really like their warding, honestly. Really sound wards right now for both teams, actually. I think they're trying to do the right things.
Yep.
Like, Legion are trying to be defensive,
Yep.
trying to protect their silhouette, and Hellborn are trying to be aggressive on her.
And the counter wards as well from Megabee were definitely helping out, that preventing some aggressive vision, and of course anytime you can get rid of a ward inside your own jungle, pretty damn key.
Yeah, Legion are definitely getting back into this. Hellborn hasn't gotten much done in the last few minutes.
Yeah.
I think Hellborn should go take mid tower right now.
Yeah, that one should have been
Instead,
down.
they're
by
going to find Torture. That
5
is a
minutes
really
ago.
easy kill thanks to all those portal keys. And then another jump off to the side onto Bubbles, gets the Kelp field. Masera looking for the arrow, won't connect, but he is double damaged. And he leaps away from Pebbles. Oops. There's a kill onto Pebs. And are they going to turn this around? Oh my god, Bubbles will still die. Release the Kraken gets dropped onto ALG. Tree grapples away, and that's not going to save his life, despite the split up. Also a death there. So off to the side, Mega Beaver will force Magma's 2 port away and Ice Imprisonment on top of Kraken, but gotta be really careful about this because, yeah, there's a DD Valkyrie. And,
He's dead.
oops.
Genocide.
All of a sudden, 500 GPM on Val.
It was looking good for Legion.
It was looking great before they got genocided.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds about right. So all of a sudden, Hellborn in pretty substantial control of this game. They had about a 1.5k gold lead before, now up to 5k. Kraken is going to live here, but living life on the edge definitely.
The Hellborn have
Arrow from
destroyed a
Valkyrie,
Legion tower.
very ineffective. Zeal stun there from Nymphora, won't save her.
Optimistic.
Yeah,
What an attempt though. Yeah.
it was.
I don't know.
It was perfect when it came to the timing. It just wasn't long enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not going to be, but...
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Panty dropping wards right next to Rebel wards once again, as they poured it into the side, and they have to know Panty's around here. Maybe not, because Mega Beaver's going to counter this and die for it.
Oh.
Actually, that was a pretty impressive play from Panty.
Yeah,
Alright, I'm gonna take
thought
that
right
back.
through it.
And he saves the ward.
Yeah, so I think what he intentionally did was he knew there was a Rev ward there, so he drops the ward next to it to bait Glacius to come over and counter. And then
Yeah,
they pick up the kill on the
totally.
Glacius. And alright,
Hey,
next level strats
if
from
that's
Panty.
true, that's really a huge play.
I know. Hey, I don't know. Could be. I think that would be cooler than just, oh crap, there happened to be a Rev ward there, and I messed up. So I'm gonna give him the benefit there. Anyway, middle lane gonna be at Keltfield on top of Lisa Kraken. Side cash dies immediately on that rally. Double ults, perhaps a little bit overkill, but I don't know. The rest of the Legion side was rotating here, so perhaps it was necessary to get that kill as quickly as possible. And Mega Beaver can get caught once again. Drops the Ice Imprisonment there, but it's still going to be his death. Pebble's going to combo Magmus, and he's also going to fall thanks to Chain Reaction's follow-up. Arrow once again missing. Actually, no, it hit Torture in the background. That's pretty bad. And we'll see if they can get any more kills out of this. Bubble's going to jump back into this. Looks like ALG might be in some trouble. Charge completely whiffs, and Nullstun will block the Torrent there. So there you go. Nullstun, good item.
Saved the life.
Yeah. Well, probably not, but we could say it did.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you'd never know.
Competence.
Yeah, it lost them the game, but...
Yeah,
it's back
well,
there,
but it
so-
might have saved your life. Anyway, Leaf Stick can get caught on this Torture once again.
Arrow,
Arrow
arrow.
goes down,
Ooh.
yes. Well done there, Silhouette. Once again, Nullstone taking off the charge, and it's not going to be enough this time. As Ultimate
my
getting
God.
trouble with Glacius, but I don't think that's going to be too much. Seismic Slam on 2! Oh no! Only kills Valkyrie. Well done to Bubbles as he manages to use the take cover to get out of there. And it looks like Kraken's going to try to get over here. No mana, probably
Yeah,
dead. But here comes a Nymph Port. Here comes a Nymph Port.
So, it's a Kami though. We can
Yep.
do it.
There we go. Magmus Eruption going off. Will get stunned out of it before it goes off, but it looks like Rally's going to be in a lot of trouble. So is Pebbles off to the side. Rally going to die first, and it looks like Magmus with one more Lava Surge can get him. There it is. So we'll see if he dies. No, has a portal key, so just going to jump on out of there. And the Nymph Port, huge. Buybacks to save their buddy. Now they're going to take a tier 2 tower here, but Immortal Streak from Masera. I completely missed that he was doing that
The
well.
Hellborn have destroyed
Yeah,
a
me too.
Legion tower.
But, I mean, he's been doing really well. I mean, he
He
has
has.
got...
Like he didn't die and he got
But,
kills. So eventually just Yeah, got really fast.
I mean, he hasn't gotten much farm really, but he's gotten almost every single kill in the fights, so it's working out.
He has always
530
had nice
GP, yeah.
positioning. And not
Yeah,
just
I agree.
out-attacked away the whole MNT fights without getting focused ones.
Yeah. I think with the Thunderclaw is assists, man.
No.
That thing bounces around in those fights, which means that if people are in the background picking other heroes off that you never even directly target, then you can pick up some free assist gold. Always nice. But
Yeah, he has
gonna go down here.
spent one buyback now though, so
Yeah.
if the Legion somehow manages to delay the game for long, that might end up being a big deal.
That was a pretty greedy buyback right there to try to save Kraken.
Yeah, I don't think it was necessary for Valkyrie to buy back there. I think that was a misplay.
Yeah.
But they're still ahead by a huge margin, so...
Oh, they're gonna connect on
That's
Silhouette there.
an
That is a
update.
fake though, so I really hope they don't jump this. Looks like they won't. Good knowledge there. Probably realizing I did a little bit too much damage for it to be real. So almost 3 minutes in this game now, and just about a 12k lead for the Hellborn side. They will portal key back into the Kongor pit, and forward port also going off into the Legion woods. And all 5 heroes for Legion are hanging around here. Valkyrie ultimate going off as well, but there's a rev ward right there, and they're all going to walk right into it. And Lava Surge not going to connect. Well done from Rally. And Dust goes off as well, so they see all this that's going on. Background, meanwhile, Valkyrie going to get jumped, but she will be able to leap away before the Seismic Slam goes off. Eruption getting channeled in the background. Not doing too much, except there's the release of Kraken. They do get the kill on both Mega Weaver and Torturer. Pebbles trying to get away here, and I don't think he's going to be able to survive. A little bit more auto attack damage there. Stopping that portal key, he's going to drop. Ends up being a 3 for nothing so far in favor of the lead Hellborn side. And there you go, Nim 4 port plus Valkyrie ultimate. People just coming
Yeah,
at
it's
you
a cool
from
combination.
every side.
Yeah, I mean the gold is just too big right now. Legion doesn't have any damage. Silhouette is a no stone, and both Rally and Pebbles just have a peak each.
Did you watch Rally LT?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was...
Yeah, I mean if you would have hit that and then you stunned after, Valkyrie would have been dead. And I think it would have been a completely different fight.
Yeah, I still think they would have lost though. I mean,
Yeah.
once they kill... Yeah, once they kill one hero, they have nothing else. Might be able to clean it up if they kill Valkyrie, maybe, but... I mean, they can kill essentially one hero and then they are out of
They
speed.
just kill one more after you kill her, so... But man, you may be right. I mean...
Yeah, I guess you might be right, but I don't think like they get a convincing win if I put it that way. They might be able to squeeze out an even fight or a small win, but I don't think they can like completely genocide the Hellborn team by any means or take a large win. Just don't have the damage output to it to do so, especially now with a token of Valkyrie.
Yeah, I mean they use the Pebbles combo and the Rally combo on the Valkyrie, so even if they do hit both and she does die, which to be honest I'm not totally sure would have happened. Because Rally is
It's been really close.
It would
I
have been
think
close.
they've gotten the kill,
maybe,
but maybe not.
Valkyrie's got a fair bit of health and armor as she's building up that Adde, and that's gonna obviously do a lot to prevent physical damage from Rally. But yeah, like I mean, regardless, after the end of that fight, it's not like Rally would have been able to do too much to help clean up the Hellborn side, and they got I think one more kill. So even if they kill
Like they're just gonna then Bubbles is just gonna jump Pebbles and Rally and alter them, and then they lose packs immediately. So yeah, it's gonna be a really tough spot once they start pushing. And I think they should do it right away. They shouldn't wait. The only thing that can happen by waiting is Legion getting a shrunken head or something. So they should just go right away now.
Yeah, admittedly, like a shrunken head won't help them because they need some more damage. on
But
the
yeah,
Legion
but
side.
I mean, not the shrunken head won't help.
Yeah, I mean, like Hellborn might as well just push because they can't lose the fight right now.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure what like Legion should be doing either to get back in this. I think this is a good choice trying to trade a tower, but I don't know. Silhouette needs a PK and then she needs another damage item before she starts actually pumping out the DPS.
Yeah.
Up top there trying to kill a tower and bait perhaps the Hellborn side into jumping Silhouette. But Hellborn don't take it because they don't need kills right now. They've got a token. They can just take the base. And Legion side, decent anti-push, but not really anything too substantial.
They were too late with anti-push.
Yeah.
Like, they got in like 1/5 of the tower health and like for free. If they would have started anti-pushing right when they came, like they could have delayed it so much longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might have been scared from the PKs, I suppose, but
Yeah, but I mean,
this is just, I don't know, losing them the game.
yeah, not defending is really the way to throw games. But I mean, they probably are in a bad spot anyway. But
Cliff going off.
Yeah, I'm not sure what do you think they should be doing
Jump
here.
initiation, and actually Pebbles just.
Oh, what?
Okay, I'm pretty sure
I
that
mean,
was
that's
an
pretty
awesome
cool.
action.
Not that.
Destroyed
I think they should do
They're
that.
onto
That's
Kraken,
awesome.
plus the Stalagmites. Kraken taking a whole bunch of damage, but there's the release of Kraken and the Kelpie on the 2, plus the arrow. Gonna be a couple easy kills onto Mini Beaver and leave 6 here. No problem. Nice eruption in the background, takes out Mega Beaver. Looks like Silhouette will have to port to her illusion, but that just ends up being death. And buyback there from Pebbles. Valkyrie trying to live here. Has the invis up, but there's a Word of Rev and some dust out, so that's not helping too much either. Valkyrie pounding in the auto attacks, of course, has the token of life. We'll have to use it right there. So Stalagmites go down on top of the chain reaction, so poor communication right there once again, and also some poor communication from the Hellborn side because Magnus went in and Valkyrie didn't. And there's the arrow, gonna be dodged. Rally with the stun. Kraken coming back in, looking for something, but they probably should get out of here on the Hellborn side because Valkyrie's not that high
I
up.
don't think
Pebbles
they're gonna
has
get
a
Rex.
combo, yep. Avoids the stun there, so that actually might be the key. And all of a sudden, Pebble's going to be in some trouble. Okami does fall in the background. Nice Ice Imprisonment onto Valkyrie, and she's going to be in some trouble. Leap is not available for a couple more seconds. Geometer's Bane goes off. It's going to buy them some time, and she's got to leap in a few seconds. Rally can't find her.
No reload,
there it
dude.
is. Ah, Masera dropping. So, yeah, they really should have backed up there as they tried to go back in, and bad plan.
Coincidence or what? Nullstone would have saved her. Yeah. Too bad.
That wasn't too many buybacks either from Legion side.
Nah, just
Did
the-
Torture buy back this fight?
Yeah, I think
Or
so.
was that just Pebbles?
I think
Yeah.
Torture Pebbles.
I think it was
I mean,
Torture
I mean,
Pebbles.
Torture
Still-
doesn't really matter. So.
Right.
Yeah, it's still a good result, I feel. Quite
But
impressive. I mean,
Especially
Hellborn
considering
overextended.
we're fighting against the token.
Yeah, I mean, that's promising. Hellborn overextended a bit, but still very well done by Legion side.
I don't think Hellborn is gonna like dare to push right now. They're gonna delay this until the next Kong, I think.
Yeah. I don't think they can. I mean, last fight, they had the token, and they still couldn't take Rax. They barely took the tower, and really they only did that because the Legion side was so late on the response. So if they're a little bit more on the ball on the Legion side, and they try to push up into high ground again, they could get killed and then counter-pushed.
Yeah, and I mean, Silhouette getting something like a shield breaker right now would be so impactful.
Right.
But I think they need to push though, because if they gave them 10 minutes to farm, I think that
Yeah,
would be really bad.
I mean, like Legion can get back into this game really easily
Yeah.
to get.
There's a jump once again on the Legion side, but that's a fake from Silhouette, and Marcus Moy going to die right off the bat. Magnus also getting dropped by the Ice Imprisonment and the Seismic Slam. Silhouette in the front, trying to get some kills. Port's back, probably could have had the jump onto Nymphora, or at least a whole bunch of damage. Choosing to play it safe, though, and yeah, that's exactly what they
They're
needed.
playing like they have gold and XP advantage. It's
It's exciting.
yeah, this shouldn't be able to
The
happen.
Legion have
They should just take
destroyed a
the
Hellborn tower.
Yeah, but I mean, Hellborn are lacking map control. They have
Yeah.
one ward out.
they're really taking advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the warding situation in this series has been pretty ridiculous. There's almost no vision.
Both teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like playing with Klukman.
Nice flame.
Bottom lane, Legion side is grouped up as 5. There's the jump from Kraken onto Glacius. Arrow goes out, does connect on Torture in the background, and they kill Mega Beaver right off the bat. Release the Kraken once again, missing, but Pebbles jumps right into it, and they're going to try to turn this around with a pretty nice combo actually. So despite the jumping in the Kraken ultimate, that went well, and Mini Beaver will survive. Gets the kill onto Okami. Masera has to run away. Lava Surge comes back in, and a whole bunch of damage. Silhouette going to port out with the illusion, and it looks like she might be okay. Tree grapples away. And Bubble's going to try to pursue. Kelpfill goes on to her. They're looking for just that kill. Stalagmites go down, not enough to save her, and it looks like Mini Beaver will be okay. Has the portal key back up, so not in too much danger. But nice fight back there from the Hellborn side, as they did get pretty low on several heroes that eventually lost Kraken, but they picked up a few kills as well. Most
Okay.
importantly, that one on Silhouette.
I think that was like a huge overplay from Hellborn really, to go in 3 versus 5. It worked out in the end, but that was really risky
Yeah.
from them.
And we saw Masera actually. He's dropping pretty hard in these fights. Like, he's got 1700 health, but he's not living very long. And investments, maybe?
They're risky build when he's most
Yeah.
pure damage.
I mean, not having investments is a bit... I suppose they don't have that much, but it would still help him. He
I
has
think it's-
1900 health.
I think it's the Pebbles. I mean, like, the amount of burst damage
Yeah.
just coming out from Pebbles is pretty ridiculous. And when Valkyrie's getting focused as much as she is, when she loses, she's at 1800 health or whatever, so Pebbles is going to take away about half of that. and that just puts you on the defensive right in the beginning of the fight, which means she's running away,
Yeah, I
she's
mean-
not attacking.
I think she could have gone a Shrunken here as well. I mean, Hellborn had plenty of damage on their side.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad to skip it, but they were so far ahead. Could have gone a less risky build.
Even though Legion is losing, I feel like they're the more coordinated team because they seem to say like what target to go for and then just try to burst it down.
Yeah, they've
While
definitely
Hellborn
played
just seem
better.
to like drop all their ultis at once and just hope it works.
Yeah. At the very least,
Yeah.
it seems like Kraken is
Yeah,
A
he
bit off.
always.
his ultimates have not been on point really here.
And I feel like Valkyrie usually don't wait for her teammates to stun and then
Right.
well, arrow. She
Right.
just like goes for it and hopes it hits.
There you go again. As you see, she's just throwing random arrows. Not that big a deal in this type of situation because it's not really a fight brewing quite yet. But I agree with you completely. I mean, she's leading with the arrow, and they've got so many stuns and so many setups that there's no real reason to do that.
No, it looks fancy, but it's pointless. And the boarding situation for Hellborn is really weird as well. They could just like take map control and outform Legion until next Hongor, but they're giving Silhouette a lot of space instead.
I don't get why Pani wards at the rune. I mean, they have that area for free. Like they should really ward deeper into the race, like at like deep lane wards and on hills. And just outform now.
Yeah, I mean, they have Valkyrie, Prism, and Infor ultimate as well. Like, Legion shouldn't be able to get out on the map like this at all.
Yeah.
We're gonna be up soon, it looks like, as everybody is waiting around the pit. And that's gonna be a game changer, I feel like. If the Hellborn can get their token, they should be able to take bottom racks. We saw it last time. Things went pretty well actually for the Legion side, but some misplays from Hellborn that if they're not repeated could no doubt result in a nice situation for the guys on Adrians. For nice, instant reflex is the Hellborn side. I'm not even talking
Yeah,
about.
I think Silhouette is going for a Shrunken as well. Which I don't like at all.
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
Shrunken and Nullstone
I can
seems
get
like
it
overkill.
against, like... Yeah, I can get it against their team, but she just lacks damage.
Yeah.
Well, I've been saying that and they've still been winning fights, so...
Do you like? I think Wingbow would have been really good here. Do you
I
agree?
think Shieldbreaker. It's much more damage in this situation.
I mean, but I guess I'm just thinking lots of agility and her armor will increase.
Yeah.
Shieldbreaker won't be as effective, and
I mean, like-
Valkyrie can't go Savage Mace really, because then she has literally no thrower with the items.
I think Wingbow will be a good item later on, if this game goes long.
After
but I think-
Shieldbreaker,
Yeah, or maybe after Shieldbreaker and Shrunken, but it's too expensive to have.
she already
right
has
now.
Shrunken.
Yeah. If she goes Shieldbreaker next and then Wingbow, I think that's perfectly fine, yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
right now it's like too heavy of a pickup.
Let's jump initiation from Magnus, and the release of Kraken once again hitting pretty much nothing. Kraken actually Torture, and everybody's jumping into it, so that's, I guess, that'll work if you're gonna miss your ults. And Torch gonna fall first there. Glacius also gonna die, so both supports down. Pebble's just barely alive, but they will get picked off there by Valkyrie. Off the side here. Silhouette Illusion trying to do some damage, and Magnus ultimate hit nothing. So that was a little bit silly. But Silhouette actually gonna port back in, and that was a horrible what?
Yeah, that's also interesting.
She just
Massacre.
ported back in into 4 heroes. Or 5
I
heroes,
really
actually.
underestimated their CC time.
But,
Because I mean, if Magnus wasn't there and stunned, she would have probably gotten both of them. But
I mean, I'm not sure if she would have lived even if she'd killed a couple there.
She could have ported out after, is it 4 seconds, level 4 though?
That's true.
So, I didn't see the exact situation, but I guess she tried to make plays, and it didn't work out.
I like the spirit though. Like,
Yeah.
go for the big play when you're like the underdog.
At this point, being 20k down, one more death isn't really hurting you too much.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the timer,
But I
though,
mean-
that might be the worst thing, because now bot racks are exposed. And,
Yeah. They're gonna pay with racks.
and Silhouette has no buyback, so that was the
Yeah, I mean, they
mistake.
could have defended this if they had Silhouette up. I mean, they have no ultimates in Hellborn.
Yeah, I think that was a good play if she had a buyout, but not having a buyback and doing that, the risk was a little bit too high because now
The Legion has destroyed
they're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, Hellborn will just get their ultimates back up now and go for a second set of racks. Once they are, I feel.
And Token still has 4 minutes left on Valkyrie, so they have plenty of time to
Yeah,
set up another
it's going
fight,
to be
set up
really
another push.
tough for Adrians to stop them.
Looks like they're doing the fake back here, perhaps going to try to get the reinitiation. And we're just like going to be countered there by Mega Beaver once again. Valkyrie Prism going off. I don't know if that's just to save bubbles or because they're actually, yeah, they're going to go in here. And Valkyrie going to walk right on top of the ward of Rev.
They just had a ward counter there,
I
didn't
know, they did.
Okay.
I don't know if that's...
Okay. Yeah, that's really poor communication. I mean, one support should notice
Jump
that.
there off the
and
side
they
action, the
step-
silhouette's going to get killed. Oh, it's fake.
Oh.
Never mind. No ultimates
Yeah,
used
didn't
though
use anything
besides
before.
Valkyrie, yeah. I want to give them the next level plays if they were being like, oh, we didn't know you had a ward there. If you jump us, we'll be surprised. But actually, we know that it's gonna happen. But I don't think I can even do that.
But, I mean, they know that they know, if you get what I mean. Just they counter the word.
I gave Penny
So
credit.
they should know that they know, but I
Right.
don't know.
I
It's a
gave Penny the
massive
credit in the
mind
back for that
What the
gank
break,
with
sir?
Kraken, but I'm not sure if I can go that far. That they're going like next level plays on the Legion. I think they just
We
completely
just can't
missed that.
comprehend it.
Yeah, maybe we're not smart enough to see it. Oh.
Yeah. Like, even if it's poor communication, though, you lose the vision from inside the base. You shouldn't. You've been like, oh, look, we had vision there a second ago, and now we don't. So clearly that word got countered. I just feel like that's a lack of map awareness as much as anything, and communication. Why not? Both of those things.
I mean, the warding has been really weird
Yeah.
throughout this entire series.
It has.
I mean,
It's been very strange. There's been
yeah,
no words placed.
The Hellborn team, especially in this game, they have had such passive wards and such little wards compared to their like map control.
They don't really seem to think about the word. They just like, every 2 minutes I need to place these two words for 40 minutes, and then they just go with it. I mean...
Yeah, and that's why they are getting counted as well. The wards are like in the same spots over and over.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the ward in the middle of the woods for Legion Woods is good, but it's been there like, I don't know, 15 times now.
He
It's
keeps
been
putting
counted,
it in
like,
a
half
slightly
time.
different place so that you can't put the rev in the same place every time and counter it, but at the same time, yeah, this isn't exactly innovative wording here coming out from Penny.
No, I don't think it's deep enough either.
I
So
guess, but I think that's it. That is current counter wards, which is nice, I guess.
Yeah,
Like a
that's-
ward smack in the middle there would still counter it.
Do they have an eye? Yeah, they do.
On the Hellborn.
That's good at least.
Yeah, that's a great pickup.
But I do like the word for Legion at top rune. It allows Silhouette to farm their woods. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's good at least.
Oh! Silhouette porting back in, almost got hit by an arrow there. Challenger's main gets popped by Valkyrie. This tower is going to die real fast. And her token
need
has
to do
30
something
seconds on it. They're going to jump in here.
They're gonna fake go.
I mean, they shouldn't. I don't think they should go on this token, but I don't think they have a choice.
I think they just tried to bait spells, but the Hellborn didn't fall for it.
Yeah, Rex are down now.
Yep.
They just have... Legion should just back off. Rex are already
Sleep
lost.
away, and yeah.
A Legion barracks has been destroyed.
So I feel like they took way too long to initiate that fight. The token
Yeah.
was looking like it was going to last the whole time. They couldn't just wait it out because the other option was what happened and they lose Rax, and instead,
I kind of feel like if they don't win the fight there, they're still just gonna lose the game, so they might as well just go for it.
right. And now Silhouette going to get caught in the bottom
Oh,
lane
they-
and dead. So that's game.
Buyback? No buyback.
No
Nope.
buyback.
Nope.
Only Mini
GG.
Beaver. I feel like it, yeah. Valkyrie actually gonna get caught here, and her token is down, so she does die for realsies.
Oh.
Okay, maybe
Legion are
not.
fighting back strong.
Yeah, I need to hide
Outside.
the camera.
Actually, Magma's gonna get caught here as well. We'll get hit by the Compel, and it's gonna be a death. So they pick off a couple of heroes there, very surprisingly, and now they're looking for more, which may not be the great plan. Yeah, Mini Beaver is continuing to pursue, but the rest of his team isn't there. So I don't think
Yeah,
that that's
Valkyrie was out of position.
yeah.
She didn't give it to Shrunk enough.
I think that's going to change too much. It's basically just going to mean that I mean, because Valkyrie's going to come back up in 40 seconds, and Silhouette's going to come back up in 35 seconds. So it's not like they're going to have a window to push without Val.
Oh, it gives Legion a bit more time, but it
Yeah.
doesn't change anything. Like with 2 Rex down, they aren't going to be out farming Hellborn either. So yeah.
And their push isn't exactly strong, as they can't use the time that Valkyrie's dead to just steamroll through one lane and perhaps at least get a tier 3 tower down or something. They're having enough trouble defending their base as it is.
Well, I guess like 1 damage item on Silhouette would do a lot of work. Could do a lot of work, but yeah,
She's
it's
not
far
gonna, I mean, she's just not going to get it. She's at 316 GPM here at 47 minutes in the game.
I know. I'm trying to look at the bright side. It's hard.
So positive, is it?
Yeah, right. That's me.
Yes. The Silhouette can farm more creeps. Anything can happen.
Yeah. I mean, Sender could show up,
That's my policy.
and that would give the Legion time some hope. And then for Ultimate going to come here off to the side. I don't have much vision here, though. Oh, there goes a ward, so Penny's going to find some vision here, but only Magmus. And actually, he's going to drop into a bunch of heroes.
What?
Shrunken heads go off everywhere. There's the Ice Imprisonment. Fell actually didn't connect, but that's the follow-up, and it's a pretty easy kill onto Magmus. Interesting decision making there, and N4 actually get caught out as well by Pebbles, so there's a couple of deaths.
Penny's making
And
really interesting
There's the
wording.
bound die. That's down.
Like, he was pretty much he could have placed that ward before they pushed mid, but instead he wastes his ulti 1 minute later and dies for it.
I think it'd be one thing if you just used the ulti to place the ward, but that was a gank attempt, and it did
think
not
so?
work.
Yeah, Magnus was with him.
Yeah.
He must have been.
Okay.
Which was a bit weird.
It was,
Yeah, I don't
because
think
why
they
was
could have
only
been
Magmus
able
with
to
him?
kill it.
I don't know. Why would you bring Magmus and not Bubbles or Kraken as well?
Yeah.
Doesn't make a lot of
I
sense.
mean, I think Legion has been playing this far better than Hellborn
Oh,
for
absolutely.
almost 30 minutes now, and they're still behind. It's pretty demoralizing.
It just feels like they don't make too many mistakes, and the ones that they have made have gotten punished so hard. They've just
Yeah, I mean,
haven't had
it's
much
mostly
map
just the
control.
goal lead from earlier in the game, the
Yeah.
laning stage.
And the creeps in the base now going to start to work on these tier 4 towers. Meanwhile, middle lane, Sheep's going to go out here onto Torture. And it's actually not even get the kill quite yet. Pebbles jump in the background, and oh my god, Valkyrie, you're in so much trouble. Leap goes forward, and nope, that's going to get turned around on pretty easily. Silhouette trying to do something here, but it doesn't look like she's going to be able to do too much. On the side, Valkyrie Prism goes off. There's the eruption from Magmus. Will catch LJ, and that's going to be a couple of kills. Okami finally does fall in favor of Legion's side, but this is going to be a cleanup here. And 4 are dead so far. Stalagmites go down, trying to live. Probably not going to happen. Borky keeps getting deactivated. Lava Surge connects, and that's going to be the genocide. So, GG's.
That's painful.
Genocide.
They're so close. Like, if it wasn't for gold lead, that would be a genocide for the Legion team, I feel.
Meanwhile, Kraken's just killing towers in the base.
The Hellborn has
near the post
destroyed a
is.
Legion tower.
That's where that came
A
from.
Legion barracks has
Buyback
been
from Pebbles there.
destroyed.
Silhouette and Rally also buying out. Torturer also buying out. Everybody's back up except for Glacius. They're going to try to turn this back around. Looks like Magmas will be in some trouble. Arrow goes through, connects onto Syl in the background, and that's going to be an issue. So they do trade Rally for Magmas there. Not bad for the Hellborn side. Also managed to pick off maybe Leader on that Pebbles. There goes Leaf 6 on the Torturer. Looks like Silhouette's illusion is dead. Damn you, Silhouette. Making me think it's you. Mega Beaver. Takes the torrent and dives to creeps. And that's game. Very, very quickly, the throne is actually dead. So, yeah, it felt like the Legion side outplayed their opponents in that game and still lost. As a lot of kills, too. 55 hero kills for the Hellborn and 36 for the Legion. But final thoughts there, Clockwork.
Yeah, I just think Valkyrie just they were never able to drop Valkyrie in the fights, and in the end she just was able to out-attack everybody to death. Pretty much.
Alright, CC, what do you got?
I think it showed the impact of a good laning phase, really. Like, Hellborn won the laning phase, and then they just won the game. I don't think they played better from the mid-game onwards. They simply had the gold lead and were able to take fights off that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta point out the end too. 28, 4, and 14 on Valkyrie. So she got a few kills. Just saying.
Huh.
Anyway, So that victory by Instant Reflex will tie this series up at 1-1, and we're going to go to a decisive Game 3, which will knock one of these teams out of the gold division, and we'll see which one it will be.